Hey everybody, it's Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is Car Chronicles. Welcome. You guys ready? Let's do this. Some of you say, I hate the holidays because of the narcissist. The narcissist and your narcissist family, and not everybody has a narcissist family. Some families are just dysfunctional. But you have associated their behavior with the holidays. So you hate when the holidays come up because some of you guys have not broken tradition. Your tradition is we go to so-and-so's house on Thanksgiving, and for Christmas, we go to so-and-so's house, grandma's house or whoever's house, and for New Year's, we go. So you haven't broken traditions. You're very adamant about the traditions because that narcissist or dysfunctional family has ingrained it. The family is family, and family comes first, and this is what we do, and you can't break traditions. Because if you break tradition, you get punished. You get punished by your siblings, you get punished by the narcissist or whatever. But you know that every time you go to the holidays or to the holiday functions in the family function, the holidays are always all about the narcissist, not about family. You know, family values, being around family. You haven't seen family. You can have family coming in you haven't seen in 30 years. But by the time the narcissist gets through, it's all about the narcissist because, you know, the holidays always turn into the narcissist. You can have a baby's birthday, the baby's first birthday with the little smash cake, you know, and it's all about the baby and the fun, you know, it's about the baby. But by the time the narcissist is done making the speech, it becomes all about the narcissist and the attention that the narcissist gets. Especially if you guys are a narcissist parent that is having a birthday party, it's all about what they can do and how they do it because they want all the credit. So it's almost like the baby's forgotten about. Don't let you have a wedding. So you have a friend's wedding and the best man or the bride's maid or best woman or whatever, you know, they go in there and they have to make a speech because that is the bridesmaid or the matron of honor. There we go. And then the groomsman or the best man, and they're given the honor of doing a speech for the newlywed couple. By the time they get done with the speech, it's all about the narcissist and the attention that they're getting at the wedding. Has nothing to do with the two individuals that just got married. You can have your grandmother's 157th birthday party, and this is to honor the matriarch of the family. By the time they get done talking at the matron of honor, it turns out to be everything about them. Don't have a funeral. Because at the funeral, you got the person lying in the casket, and this is the matriarch or patriarch of the family and or the child, God forbid, you know, and this is a moment in which you guys are reflecting, you're looking at pictures and you're remembering your loved one. That narcissist takes even a funeral and makes it about themselves. These are the ones that throw themselves in the casket. These are the ones that cry and holler, sit out in the car so that you break your focus on what is going on so you can put your focus on these. And they like that kind of stuff because of the fact that, you know, they're screaming and hollering, so it takes everybody to go calm them down. They don't forget about the person in the casket. They're all over here with the person that's hollering and screaming and stuff like that. And I can understand when people are hurt. There's one thing when a person is genuinely hurt and they cannot handle the pain and everything. But when you're talking about a narcissist, everything turns out to be all about them. They get insurance policies. True enough, it may bury the loved one, but really the insurance policies can have more money because they're greedy, because they got to have everything for themselves. They look at everything as an opportunity. Isn't that sad? You got a family or you have a mother or father that's aging and put life insurance on it. The concept is to make sure that they can get buried. That's true. But they put enough on there so they can make money. And the sad part about it is they're waiting for them to die. That is so sad. That is so unempathetic. You have people that are sick in the hospital. I've seen narcissists who have had family members that have had surgery or are in the hospital, and they get angry at the fact that that family member is sick, dying, or needs that amount of attention because all the attention is focused on the sick person. All the attention is focused on maybe chemotherapy, on dialysis, on, you know, being at their bedside to make sure they're taken care of, you know, going to their home to help them around the home. But it takes all the focus away from the narcissist, so they get angry. And then they make stupid comments like, you know, you have to allow them to do it for themselves. Stop babying them. You know, and so it's almost like you, and if you have experiences, it's almost like that I physically am not supposed to do that. No, don't worry about what the doctor says. I'm telling you because I know, or I've been through their lives, like they've been through it. I know, and you need to. And then you're listening to the narcissist, and then you damage something. And then the first thing they'll do is they gaslight you by, you shouldn't have overdone it. You should have known how far to go. I didn't tell you this, I told you this. But you're confused because, like, I'm following your instructions when you should have been following the doctor's instructions. It's all about the narcissist. Holidays, events, anything. You have to separate the event. You have to be able to create your own traditions. You can break traditions regardless of what family and friends say. True enough, you've been doing this for 150 years. Your family legacy is known for this right here. But sometimes when you are breaking generational curses and generational trauma and generational torment, sometimes you're the culprit. You're the one that's going to have to break it. And guess what? The person that breaks this cycle is always the bad guy. It's like the crabs in the pot theory. When those crabs start crawling out that pot, what happens with the other crabs? The other crabs go in there and try to pull the crab back into the pot. Well, that's how it is when you're dealing with a dysfunctional family that are all enablers and flying monkeys. They're always going to make you feel bad about the decision that you make to safeguard yourself and your own children, because you don't want your children to go through this. You don't want to go through this anymore. I'm tired of hating the holidays. I want to enjoy the holidays with my family. I want to create my own traditions. And you have the right to do so. You even have the right to determine when you decide to go over to the family or not. And for some of you guys, it's very hard because your whole family is enmeshed. When you have a narcissist family, it's an enmeshed family. Go and look up, I have some videos in there that talks about that narcissist family, where you're talking about the narcissist, the main supply, which is the enabler. Then you have the other family members. You have the golden child. You have the not the fly monkey, the golden child. You have the scapegoat. You have the lost child. All these people play a role. But think about it. That narcissist becomes the sun, and they want everyone to orbit around them, because it's all about the narcissist. So holidays, all about the narcissist. Wherever we go, all about the narcissist. And don't let them be the matriarch or the patriarch of the family, because they feel like they have the say even in your life when you have your own family. They don't have a say in your family. Once you get married and have your own family, that is your family, and you have the right to change. You have the right. And even if they decide, and the punishment is, I'm going to go no contact. I'm going to ignore you. I'm going to make sure when you come around, I pay no attention to you. I make sure that I pull all these fly monkeys and parts of the family to make sure we ignore you and talk about you. That's another sad thing. When you have a matriarch or a patriarch that's a narcissist and everything revolves around them, and they get the kids to comply, and you have that one, is a lot of times it's the scapegoat. Some of them break off. A lot of times it's the scapegoat, because the scapegoat is that truth teller. The scapegoat is the one that does not comply to whatever the function is in that family. And what ends up happening is that scapegoat breaks off, and guess what that matriarch, patriarch, narcissist does? They make sure to tell their narratives and paint pictures of you where you have even your siblings and other family members talking about you. You think you're better than us now. I can't believe he's always been different. And they're the troublemaker. You're always causing problems. And you're not causing problems, you're telling the truth. Well, I'm not going to comply to that. Well, I don't agree to that. You guys know we can pretend like that you don't have a big gorilla standing in the middle of your living room. We're not going to sweep it under the carpet. Don't you see that right there? See, you're the problem. You're the troublemaker. That's why we don't like when you come over here, because you always have something to say. No, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to sit here and comply. That's why a lot of times they won't ask you questions, because of the fact that they know you're going to tell the truth. Everybody just wants peace. We just want peace. Just go ahead. That's how mom and daddy is. And we just want peace. You ain't got to ruffle no feathers. Just agree with them. They're old. No, that means you have to sit there and agree with nonsense. And you definitely don't have to agree with going to a family function where for a fact they burn down the backyard every year. Uncle so-and-so is going to get drunk, and he going to say some inappropriate stuff around your young children, and your children are listening to it. Uncle so-and-so or auntie so-and-so got a problem with lust, and they looking at your kids as if they're the man or the woman in their life and their children. That's perverse. And you got to protect your children, because then your children think it's a norm. That is not a norm. You have to break that. That's some family stuff that's been going on for generations after generation. No one ever stopped it, and no one. That's family. You just have to pray for them. You just have to forgive them. Yeah, I can do all that, but I don't have to be around them, and I don't have to bring my children around them. That's what you have to let them know. I don't have to bring my children around them. You do whatever you want to do, but I'm not bringing my kids. Well, sit over there on Uncle so-and-so's lap. You better not sit on Uncle so-and-so's lap. No, my children don't sit on Uncle so-and-so's lap. Matter of fact, they ain't even gonna sit on your lap, unless they want to come and sit on your lap. But I don't even let them sit on your lap. Little girls should not be sitting or straddling on their uncle's or grandfather's lap. That is a no-go, ladies, gentlemen. Some of you guys may not have had boundaries, but that right there, some people, if you watch a lot of documentaries on sex offenders, they'll tell you how easy it was to groom the kids and how ignorant the family members were. And they knew, but they didn't know, but they kind of turned the blind eye, but I wasn't sure. And they knew he's like that, but he's not like that with everybody. No, you better safeguard your kids. You better change the traditions, because you are the person that's changing the trajectory of where your family is going. You're the change maker, and they're going to hate you. Join the club.